Hello everyone, welcome to Kumari's Kids channel. Today's story is going to be about the cat who didn't like the Christmas. Okay, let's get started. Max, the cat, was just taking his afternoon nap when a loud noise suddenly woke him up. Dazed, he looked up from his carpet in front of the fireplace. Oh no, he thought, it's that the time of the year again. He looked at the door and saw his mistress dragging a huge Christmas tree into the house. Max knew exactly what was coming, so he left his cozy spot to hide under the couch. And yes, from his hiding place, Max watched his mistress throw his carpet into a corner without any hesitation. She put the tree in the middle of the room exactly in this spot. In his spot. Max jumped grumpily on the couch and tried to go back to sleep. But soon loud music was blasting through the whole house. It's the most wonderful time of the year. His mistress sang along loudly. The most beautiful time in the year? Though, thought Max. I don't think so. But wait a second. Max's mistress was now pulling a beautiful silver garland out of a box. It sparkled and wriggled in the air. It was magical. Max couldn't restrain himself any longer. He simply had to get it. He gathered himself for a leap and floated at least 2 meters through the air. Gotcha, Max! No! Exclaimed his mistress as he landed on top of the Christmas tree. Max tried to grab hold of something, waving all four paws around. Ouch! The pin needles stung everywhere. The tree couldn't hold him. He swung back and forth, and then, bam! The noise rose above the loud Christmas music. Max crawled from under the Christmas tree. Pine needles were tangled in his fur. The floor was covered with earth and broken bars. Max cried. Max cried his mistress angrily. Now look what you have done. Then she got down on her knees. Oh, Max, are you okay? Did you get hurt yourself? Max tried to look extra sad, but when his mistress saw that the cat wasn't hurt, she quickly went to get the vacuum cleaner. Max sighed and went to look for a good place to wash his dirty coat. That box over there seems perfect for it. Max jumped in and zealously started licking himself. He tossed and turned to reach every spot between his toes at the tip of his tail. There, much better. Now let's visit my friend Lola, thought Max. But when Max wanted to jump out of the box, he was completely stuck. Meow, he cried out in panic. Oh no, Max, not the Christmas lights. It took a very long time before his mistress had freed Max. And now, off you go, she cried angrily. Max stepped outside through the cat flap and went to see Lola, the dog. She was busy decorating her kennel. "Hi, Max," said Lola. "Isn't Christmas fun?" "I'm having such a good time. Oh, Christmas tree. Well, I think it is dreadful," said Max. "I can't touch anything and everything's different from usual. I don't like it one bit. The next thing I know, I'll be wearing a Santa hat on my head." And just then his mistress came out with a red hat in her hand. "Max," he heard a sweet voice calling. "Here, kitty, kitty!" But Max ran away and hid high up in the tree. When it got dark, Max was still sitting in the tree. He looked inside. The Christmas tree was up right again, and lights were burning all over the house. Lola, the dog, was lying in her basket in front of the heater. Smoke was coming out of the chimney, and was that the smell of roast chicken? Max sighed. Owl woke up. She leaped into the tree. "Hey," she said, still feeling drowsy. "What are you doing here? Shouldn't you go inside?" "It's getting cold." "No, not in a million of years," said Max. "I'm not going back in until Christmas is over. When everything is back to normal." Stubborn Max stayed on his branch. It was pretty cold to be honest. And then it started snowing. That Christmas hat would be nice and warm now, thought Max to himself, as the snow formed a layer on his coat. When all the lights went out of the house, Max couldn't take it anymore. Step by step, he crawled down the tree. Cold to the bone, he sneaked in through the cat flap. "Sweet Max, there you are," cried his mistress with joy. She dried him and took him in her arms. Max slept in his mistress' bed that night. It felt even better than its own carpet. When Max woke up the next morning, Lola, the dog, was jumping excitedly through the room. "Max," she shouted, "it's Christmas! Come quickly!" Max sighed. Slowly he jumped out of the bed and walked into the living room. A pile of shiny packages was lying under the Christmas tree. "Another thing I can't touch," thought Max sadly. "But look over there. What was that? One of the presents just moved." Curious, Max came closer. And suddenly the lid fell off the box. Two tiny cars stuck out and came up. Max saw a cute little face with tiny whiskers. "It was a kitten!" cried Max. The little cat jumped out of the box. Together they started rolling on the floor. Max couldn't stop laughing. He couldn't remember the last time he felt this happy. They played together all day long. When evening came, Kitty, because that was the kitten's name, curled up against. And just before they fell asleep together, Max thought Christmas is the best day of the year. Okay, thank you for watching. The story is ending now. I hope you guys will enjoy.